Top Taiwanese dramas to watch. Lu Tianxing is a prodigy in Asia's advertising field. Rich, famous, and mightily successful, he suddenly announces during a press conference that he will be taking a 3-month break from the advertising life. With a simple disguise, he transforms himself into Shalu. Lisa is a young woman who promised her late brother to protect his advertising agency and his legacy. Unfortunately, business never picks up and Lisa had to battle with Tianxing to stop the company from being sold. When Shalu enters her office doors, Lisa initially thinks that he is Tianxing, but the two men's personalities are completely opposite. Lisa finds herself drawn to Shalu's warm temperament, but will their love last once she discovers the truth of his identity? This is a must-watch series. Don't forget to add it to your list. After losing his fiancée and eyesight in a tragic accident, Fang Zhangcheng discovers his nurse possesses the same voice as his fiancée, and so he quickly falls in love with her. But Zhangcheng's new romance is complicated by his stepsister and his fiancée's art donor recipient, both of whom are also in love with him. Troubling matters further, Zhangcheng and his nurse may share a damning connection. If that description was a bit complicated, then here's another one. After losing his sight and fiancée in a car accident, a man hires a caregiver who mysteriously sounds and looks like his late fiancée. He quickly falls in love with her, but the relationship gets complicated. If you are into melodrama, modern, romance, then stick around and watch this series. You won't be disappointed at all. Life is best lived through the cuisine of the world. Angie is a heralded celebrity chef who runs a restaurant in Europe, but returned to Taiwan to become a culinary teacher at Siping High School to fulfill his promise to his old mentor. Sharu, the mentor's daughter, also worked as a culinary instructor at the school and immediately clashes with Angie on teaching and cooking. Angie's best friend Zen Yu also teaches at the school, but the two friends soon become rivals for Zai Ru's affection. Playing Zai Yu's best friend and fellow teacher also has strong feelings for her fellow colleagues. Can the four instructors keep their differences in check to share their culinary passion with the students? Love Cuisine is a 2015 Taiwanese drama series. Stay tuned and enjoy. What do netizens know? Ting En is a celebrated chef whose fine dining restaurant is a destination for food lovers from all over the world. When Ting Zhen stumbles upon comments on the internet from people who can't afford to eat at his high-priced restaurant, they blow his mind. Netizens claim that the culinary creation made by Feng Qing at the night market are just as satisfying as Ting En worthy food. Determined to debunk such preposterous claims, Ting goes to the night market to find Feng Qing and show her what true culinary talent really is. Whose cuisine do you think will reign supreme? The Perfect Match is a 2017 Taiwanese drama series. I can assure you, you won't be disappointed when you watch this series. Rengang, a cocky law student, seems to lead the perfect life. He is the sole successor to a huge and famous business and a talented ice hockey player. But in reality, his lonely life lacks joy, laughter, and motivation. That is until he meets Mu Cheng, the new bento seller at his school canteen. Although orphaned at a young age, Mu Cheng does not let her past affect her and live life with great passion and determination. An armless bet brings the two together, and Gang slowly changes as Mu Cheng teaches him how to give and love. But something tragic happened, and so they lost a lot of time together. How will the couple make up for 6 years of lost time? Sit back, relax, and stay tuned for the ride. Kui is a fastidious young man who is afraid of germs and needs to have everything in his life in his own orderly fashion. After he gives up a successful opportunity in New York, he returns to Taiwan and decides to buy a small marketing design company called Gaze and his old childhood home. The problem is that the home has a peppy tenant, Cheng Leng Leng, who refuses to move out. When he arrived at his newly acquired company, Kui discovered that Leng Leng also worked for his company. The happy-go-lucky Leng Leng just wants everything to be stable in her life, but she realizes that may be harder to maintain when her new boss starts making big changes in her workplace, including a notice stating that office romances will be prohibited. Leng Leng was tasked by her co-workers to break down the boss' defense and have him lift the anti-office romance rule. You are in for a ride. A really unfashionable working-class girl, Cheng Zheng Yi, has the desire to tie down her handsome boyfriend to be with her. Due to certain reason, her boyfriend gets her to go on a love cruise, and she started to ponder on how to lose her virginity and tie down her boyfriend. Zingy ended up taking cold medication which made her drowsy and went into Ji Konzi's room. Konzi is the sole male hire to his family company and has been in love with his girlfriend Anna for a long time. He planned to propose to his girlfriend Anna on the boat, but she did not turn up on the cruise. An island owner added some pills to Konzi's drink, and so he became disorientated. Konzi and Zingy ended up having a one-night stand, and Zingy later finds out she's pregnant. Konzi's grandmother forces the two to get married. Will a forced to marry for the sake of their unborn child find love with each other? Stay tuned and you will find out. 100 days before the college entrance exam, Chankia, played by Amber Ann, and Yang Zio, played by Bruce Ong, both experienced dispute in the 3rd grade. both students in the same school. Both of them even promised each other about the future with the same school. Yang Xiao chose to become a university student in the business management department, but Chang Kia, who had also been admitted to college, gave up the opportunity and she went to work with her mother to sell clothes on the market. 10 years later, the two met and they are in different worlds now. Yang Ziyo became an executive vice president of Gorgeous department store, while Chang Kia became a street vendor who sold clothes at a market. After they reunited, do you think that Yang Ziyo thought of the promise 10 years ago? Well, stay tuned and you will find out. You are in for a ride. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.